Good morning, Hornets. Welcome to this fabulous episode of SHS Today. First up, Sarah Youssef helps ease the stress of college admissions. Next, Britley Warren debunks some more common myths. Finally, Maddie Katke explains the important part bees play in our environment. All this and more on this April 6th edition of SHS Today.
Welcome back, Hornets. We hope you had a great spring break and had a chance to get some good sleep. I'm Mitch Mazur.
And I'm Andrew Schmaltz. Getting back into the swing of things today, we got some news for you. More specifically, we have testing info. Starting next week on Tuesday, April 14th, juniors take the M-Step. On Wednesday the 15th, freshmen and sophomores take the PSAT, while juniors take the SAT. And on Thursday the 16th, juniors take their ACT work keys. Best of luck studying.
Something most of us juniors and seniors can understand is the stress of college. But fear not, Sarah Youssef is here to give us some tips to make the process of college admissions a little easier.
What college you want to go to can be a stressful question for most high schoolers. With so much to think about from your major to when to apply, college can be a lot to handle. SHS Today is here to ease the stress. First, we turn to an admissions officer from the University of Michigan.
I would make sure to do some homework and kind of see what type of college that you're interested in. There's a lot of different college types out there, so kind of doing your homework and maybe taking some tours.
Students should make sure their college is a good fit, but when to apply is also an important factor in the college process.
Early action is really applying earlier in the year. So August 1st, I said Common App opens. Many schools have their own application. So you apply to the schools. But again, I always encourage students to apply earlier as opposed to later.
For more information on applying early, visit college sites to see the benefits. Next up, let's zoom into Princeton University, where I interviewed Genevieve Cox, a Wright High School alumni from Texas.
So I think not only me, but also everyone that I've talked to here at Princeton, and some of my friends who also got into T20s, was that they were really genuine about their extracurriculars. I think it's really important to show in your essays that you were genuinely doing them because there's something that you like to do and not because it's something that you think will help you get into college.
Investing in the activities you're in is especially important. But for Genevieve, her extracurriculars went above just her own involvement.
I did debate for a long time, but I think that what made me stand out was not only that I did competitions, but that I was more focused, especially in my senior year, on my own school and my own community and helping them in their debate journeys.
Look for opportunities around you to get involved in your own community. In conclusion, make sure your college is the right fit for you. Get involved in your own interests and reach out to those around you to help with your own process. I'm Sarah Youssef, back to the studio.
Since college isn't cheap, you're going to need some scholarships. Fastweb.com can find scholarships and financial aid just for you. Once more, that's fastweb.com.
The Saline High School Orchestra will be playing tonight, April 6th at 7 p.m. and will be playing with guest artist, The Accidentals.
Come on down to the auditorium tonight to support our orchestra at this very special concert.
Up next, Britley Warren takes to the halls to test students' knowledge on common myths.
We all hear about common misconceptions like how carrots are good for your eyes. I'm Britley Warren, and last month, Ray Yoders and I traveled through the school to see who knew about common misconceptions. We asked more than just 3 questions, so I'm here to bring you Debunked Part 2.
How well can bats see? They can't see. They use echolocation.
A little bit they can see, but they're not blind.
They can actually see really well. They're not blind at all.
While bats do use echolocation, that doesn't mean that they can't see either. According to National Geographic, larger bats can actually see up to 3 times better than humans.
How good are goldfish's memories?
Probably terrible.
Not great, but not as bad as you think they are. Goldfish have a short memory.
Researchers at Plymouth University have actually found that goldfish have surprisingly good memories. Scientists taught goldfish to request food by pulling a lever, and sure enough, they learned and remembered.
What color do bulls get angry at?
Red?
Red. Yeah. Blue. Red. Red?
Red.
Purple. Oh, that's
I don't know where you got purple from, but bulls and other cattle are actually colorblind to red. When a matador waves around their red cape, bulls are actually mad at the movement and not the color. Hope I can expand your knowledge on the next segment of Debunked. I'm Britley Warren. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks for debunking those facts. Now I can insult people's memory more intelligently.
Well, Mitch, I certainly learned a thing or two from that story. Thanks, Briley, for the insight.
Next Wednesday, on April 13th, Saline High School is hosting a TEDx event. Be ready at 4 p.m. to see your fellow students on stage. Scan the QR code on screen for free tickets. It's been getting warmer lately, and our next segment gives us a look at bees.
What?
Bees.
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 All right.
Now to Madison with the bees.
Bees. We know them, we see them outside every day, but not much information is shared about bees and how they perform on a daily basis. So, I asked Mr. Heslop, the AP biology teacher, about these interesting insects.
Bees evolved with plants to basically pollinate them. So the plants utilize insects like bees have a better chance of getting gametes together to start the next generation.
Bees within a hive have very specific jobs. Female bees, or workers, are the only bees in the hive that collect pollen and care for fledgling bees. Male bees, or drones, don't really do much within the hive. The queen bee creates all the larvae and is in charge of the whole hive. If a hive doesn't have a queen, they're more prone to dying.
With many crops that we grow, like corn and rice, they don't require insects, they require wind. And so other plants like cucumbers and so forth, and flowers, they're going to need the bees to pollinate them.
Without honey, we wouldn't be able to eat many types of fruits like apples and oranges, as well as coffee and chocolate. Oh, and honey too. In conclusion, we couldn't live without bees. They provide so much for us, and many people don't even realize it.
Basically, any apiaries around here are going to have information on how to find them. A lot of community eds, they might have like some classes you could take on raising bees and so forth.
Well, I'm Madison Kaki. Back to you in the studio.
If you want to contribute to the general well-being of our honeybee friends, visit beesinthed.com. They are a nonprofit based in Detroit, and you can sign up to volunteer and learn more at their website. That's beesinthed.com. That's all we have for you this week. We hope you learned something new from the show. I'm Mitch Mazur.
And I'm Andrew Schmaltz. Tune in next week for a whiff of something sweet here at Saline. Some information on teacher retirements and a fashion-forward story.
Be sure to follow us on Twitter at SHS Today and on Instagram and YouTube at Saline Video. Have a great week, Hornets.